Midsummer.
And a pretty strong start against Boston University. Didn't have to be called too much, but took to start. Sean Vercelis just described him as a machine. And the first face-off will not go his way. They scored first, then did concede after that. Here's Dutton, most dangerous player offensively. First shot and a good early stop from another shot and a good save again from McCool. He's had to make two in the Hawks' first two. Against St. Joseph's, that's all they want to do, so you really have to execute well there.
If anything, it works out pretty well for the Orange. That one of the biggest weaknesses the last couple of years you get to work on at the start of the season.
First touch is there for McEntee. And the Orange strike first. Wyatt Hoddle with the goal. He found space and does an easy job of getting the Orange on the board first.
Well, it was an excellent start to the season for Wyatt Hoddle in the opener. He had 2 goals, and he's already now up to 3 on the season after just 7 all of last year. We talk about his speed as being one of the biggest, most impressive parts about his game, but he's also got an incredible shot. Excellent job there to go offside hip, one of the tougher spots to save. Just places it perfectly, and really, really difficult for Tommy Gross. He just couldn't get there in time.
Cross players out of that state. He was Mr. Florida there, and a shot that, again, McCool has to stretch for. Griffin Malroy with the effort. Hawks getting looks on goal here early, and a flag comes out. So Syracuse will be on the leader of that defensive unit. This is Bo Khan with the rip. Now Spallina at X. It's been pretty quiet for his liking early on. Trying to wrap around cage and right on cue, not quiet anymore. Joey Spallina finds the back of the net, and it's 2-0 Syracuse.
People can say what they want about Joey Spallina dodging, but he gets it done there, and an excellent shot. Both goals for Syracuse coming on perfectly placed ones into the top right. There's an obvious scout already on Tommy Gross. Go to the left side of the net, perfectly placed there by Spallina. An excellent shot by SU star.
Quarterbacking this team, put right in front. Doesn't trickle in. It was Finn Thompson right in front of cage.
And that's the second time Spallina's gone to Thompson when he's been alone behind the net. It's not surprising because Thompson can do the behind the back. He doesn't need an angle to shoot.
Spallina once again behind the net, looking to keep it with himself, giving it to Leo. Hoddle and the goal. It's 3-0 Syracuse. And Wyatt Hoddle has his second of the day.
You just can't give him that much space. Look, I know Wyatt Hoddle is just 5'7". He's a little easy to lose, but he is an incredible shooter. He's got so much power from that small frame, and I mean, he's all alone, 13 yards high of the cage. That is exactly where you want to be. That is a dream situation for Wyatt Hoddle, and once again, goes to the offside.
It's now 2 calls that Syracuse may be a little unhappy about. They're on the man up. Spallina at X. He's got a goal and assist behind it back. Oh, wow. How about that? The Orange make it 4-0 X with Joey Spallina. Just inventing passing lanes, really.
When they give it to Spallina at X, my focus all goes to the guys on top of the goal to see what they're doing cutting, who can get open, and I think that's what happened with St. Joseph's as well. They're looking for the shooters, but no, Finn Thompson just has that little angle, and that's all that he needs to score.
You know, Joey Spallina can obviously score, but the passing too.
The way that he times that behind the back too, and he knows it.
Yeah.
He knows how crazy that was, and The incredible thing is that Spallina sends that behind the back pass as he's in the middle of the part next to Luke Roa and Tyler McCarthy.
It's Roa with it right now. Flag comes out. Syracuse will have a man-up opportunity. Spallina again. And GLE rips it and scores! He passes Gary Gate on the all-time points list, and it is another goal for the Orange. 5-0 Syracuse with 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Defensively, Liam Quinn is just playing way too far off of Joey Spallina. You can't, against Spallina, give him that much room to shoot and make decisions. Look, you know, Liam Quinn's a big guy, 6'7", almost 250 pounds, so he doesn't want to get tied up in the screen. The issue is he gives Spallina way too much room, and even without that angle, just a heck of a shot right under the crossbar. And
swarming defense from the Orange. It's really picked up as this quarter's gone on. And trying to get a look at goal. He flies it over the net of McCool. Stays with the Hawks, though. For an option. Dutton had a shot last time, and another really solid stop from McCool. He's had a great first quarter, except there he turns it over. Ground ball, though, is scooped up by the Orange.
Great job there from Bonino to pick it up after that pass was maybe a little bit forced by McCool.
There's Bogue Hahn. Goalkeeper was out, and Hahn said, why not? It just graces wide, though.
Great job by Finn Thompson to realize that the goal was empty and go to back that up. There were a couple times last game where Syracuse just wasn't.
Leo putting on the burners, firing a shot. What a goal from Michael Leo. Falls to the ground. And the Syracuse expands its lead. A perfect start to the second quarter. It's 6-0.
They might as well just put a target on that offside high spot. I think every single goal has gone there, and there's really just not much that Tommy Gross can do about it. First off, Michael Leo, just an excellent shot there. He didn't even really get his hands free. Took a huge hit after, but just excellent placement into that top right, an absolute laser so far.
Definitely something we did not see coming. Dutton trying to get around Cage. Shot, and McCool really having to come up with a save. McCool's looked very comfortable in Cage today. Not that he did it on last weekend, but
strong in net. You know, he's never gonna be out of position. He's always right exactly where he needs to be, and he takes up so much space. I feel like there's been 3 or 4 already that have just hit him right in the body.
Malloy navigating through traffic, and he puts it in. And the Hawks do get on the board here in the second quarter. And hopefully that gives them some relief, and now they can start attacking with a little bit more comfortability.
Sometimes when you can't get anything going on offense, you just need a goal to come out of nowhere, and that's kind of what happened for Griffin Mallory there. You know, it's an okay dodge down the alley. He then does a great job after he realizes that he gets past Hahn to hide that stick, switch it to the right, and then it's an excellent bounce shot, using the turf to your advantage. McCool's a goalie who can struggle going low sometimes, so he kind of cheats low there a little bit, and because he cheated low, there was the open room.
Moving his way towards Cage, finds Spallina at X. Spallina looking to dodge around Cage. Oh, I thought about it. Shot just dances wide.
Gary Gates on the sideline saying, what are you doing?
Syracuse defense holding strong. Shot clock winding down once again, and hits the post. That ride.
It's been relatively effective today. As long as it's not giving up goals, you're pretty happy with it.
Shot there that just bounces wide. And McEntee.
It's been a bit of a quiet start for Matt McEntee. Missed all last year due to injury. Still trying to get his feet wet. I think he's one of those players where you get him one and then they all start to come.
Spallina with a bit of a rare turnover.
2 national title, but scrimmages are never the same as real games, so it's just tough.
They were able to practice in the dome last night. Michael Leo shot, clobbers the post. McEntee scoops up the ground ball and the possession stays with the Orange.
Again, that shot towards the offside. Gross is almost cheating that way a little bit now after giving up 5 goals to his left.
The last goal that he conceded, he looked right up to the video board to see how he conceded that one. There's a look at that Leo one that just pounded the post. It's Leo with it right now, looking for some space, finds it and scores! Second goal of the day for Michael Leo. And the Orange are up 7-1 midway through the second quarter.
And for Leo, it's just about the same as his first. Sweeping across, he gets the angle, and then Tommy Gross just can't do anything about that offside high shot in net. He's almost drifting to the right. He's drifting right as Leo comes across. He's just not in position. Stings the corner. Perfect for Michael Leo for his second.
McCarthy with possession for Syracuse. Orange out to a 5-0 lead in the first quarter and continue to tack it on here in the second. The shot goes in. Another goal for the Orange. It's Bo Khan this time. And Syracuse starting to run away with it near the end of the second quarter.
Bo Khan's a stud. This kid is fun to watch. He looks like an ACC midfielder already. He is one heck of an athlete. 6 feet tall, about 190 pounds. He's got so much strength, so much speed. He just fits in so well in this offense. Excellent job there, dodging down the alley and then just a rocket past Tommy Gross. You wonder if in net he's aren't created equal. There's definitely a difference in quality.
Alroy's done really well at finding space in the center, right in front of Cage. Gets a shot off there. It's a scrum for it. McCool has it. There's a whistle, and a flag comes out. 2 flags.
I wonder if this might be something that happened in that little scrum at the very end. There was a stick that fell to the ground. This might be, I wonder if penalties on both sides, sort of unsportsmanlike, because it came from the back official at the last second.
You're a coward, 2-6. Back with the unnecessary roughness. 1 minute. We're both in full time. 1 minute. Ball's still down here. They got 2-6. 2-6-1. Ball's gonna be down there.
Now, if you're Syracuse, I think you're very happy in this spot to play 5-on-5. The Orange are such an athletic team. They'll try and play 5-on-5 at times when they win a face-off by keeping Mullen on the field. Now, of course, you got to clear here, but if Syracuse does get it over,
yeah. Trying to circle around Cage. Finds Thompson on a neat spin there. Wow, probably the best of the bunch from Finn Thompson. A spin and then he puts it right in the bottom corner.
there's 3 to 4 points every single game where I'm thinking, why are you passing it inside? There's 3 guys surrounding Finn Thompson. Well, it's because he can do incredible things when he has the ball on his stick. The little spin, and then how about that finish, the twister? Oh my goodness, just incredible from Finn Thompson.
It's Thompson's second of the day, and just like last weekend, the Orange now with multiple that Mullen usually sees at the X, but he wins it there, finds Spallina, and Syracuse put a 10 spot on the board in the first half. That one all started with John Mullen at the faceoff.
Right as you say, it's been a bit of a tough start to the day for him. He does an incredible job to look up, find Spallina. The unselfishness from your face-off, man. Exactly what you want to see, and why Syracuse is such a dangerous team. So quickly, they can go 2 for 1. just from the very start, Mullen keeps in it. He loses the initial draw. A lot of the time, he wins it right away, but this time, he stays a little bit outside the pile, and then he thinks about the shot at the last second with the left hand. The face-off guy puts it in his weak hand for the assist.
Mullen had something similar like that against Boston. Malloy sneaking inside. It was a good 1-2 connection, and the ball's going to be on the ground, and that'll do it for the first half. A dominant attacking performance from the Orange, putting up 10 goals, but defensively, too, they stood tall as well.
Incredible on the defensive end. Jimmy McCool just
looking to pick out the pass as he so often does, but the Hawks, credit to their defense, that was a good shift they just put in, and now they could try and counter.
The shot clock was running out, but definitely a little bit of a force. I think you'd rather set up the ride than force it into the middle and give St. Joe's an easy clear. Every time I say something like that, there's...
This is Billy Dwan. Long pull, the anchor of that defense. Second-year captain looking for goal! How about that for Billy Dwan? Cage was wide open. He said, why not? And he finds himself on the score sheet. And the team really loves it.
That's what happens sometimes when you go with the 10-man ride. There are moments where you'll have that open net, and Billy Dwan makes him pay. He is a heck of a goal scorer. We didn't see it too much last season, but 2 years ago, he had 8 goals. He's always dangerous to shoot, just has his eyes up from midfield, sees the goals open, and a good job there to not, step in and try and rip it. He just passes it to the goal. There's no one in there. Just make sure it finds the cage, and it does there. Great job from Billy Dwan.
Dwan's first one this season. Another great defensive effort, but there's a whistle. We'll stay with Syracuse. Defense really showing 1v1. That's easy pickings. Another goal for the Orange, and another one for Finn Thompson. That's a hat trick for him, and Syracuse is cruising at 12-1.
It was an excellent job there by Chuck Kaczynski to keep his eyes up. Both the LSMs have been incredible in this game, Kaczynski and Bonino. For Finn Thompson, the goal itself is an easy one. He's going to score that 10 times out of 10, but it's how he got it from Kaczynski to take it away. And yeah, it's just too easy for Finn Thompson. He's able to score on a little box goal with a massive goalie. So one-on-one in field is 100% basically for him.
Probably do that. Probably be good for him to find the score sheet. Violation there, and Syracuse will have possession with Mullen. This is a problem. I think we both thought St. Joseph's would maybe get caught in the first half, not winning any face-offs. This is where it could really just become a make-it-take-it game, where Syracuse just keeps possession and keeps these goals coming. Spallina again, trying to get an opportunity there, but
especially Joey Spallina at feeling defenders on their back. So, when that happens, like Spallina, you'll see him get his defender on his back all the time, like he does here. He knows where the leverage is.
Another goal for Joey Spallina. It doesn't matter how big these defenders are. It doesn't matter for him. He'll find the back of the net no matter what. And it is 13-1, still early third quarter.
And it's just what I was going to say, and what I was in the middle of saying as he scored it. Spallina does such a great job of finding where that leverage is against his defender. Even though he's a smaller guy, Spallina's only 5'11", like 190 pounds. He can feel where exactly the defender is on his back. So you see him start from X. And what he does is he initiates contact. So he initiates against Liam Quinn, realizes that the stick is on the other side, so he's got his hands free. He initiates, quickly kind of jumps out, gets those hands free, and then because Quinn is overs, it's really difficult, but they've only forced one turnover on the 10-man, and they haven't had any fast breaks on offense.
But they get on the board here. In front of Cage, and they do. So the Hawks get a goal in the third quarter. Carter Truesdale with it. And some life maybe for St. Joe's in this third quarter.
So they call an interference. It is wiped out. The goal does stand. And that's exactly what you got to do there if you're the Hawks. There's chaos. There's, ball goes to the ground, and you just attack the second that happens. Take advantage of the craziness where there's 3 Syracuse guys who go after this ball. Excellent effort there to keep that alive. And then Truesdell just takes it in. Great shot to get it over Jimmy McCool. If you're Billy Dwan, you just got to stay a little bit further out, though, I think. Maybe a little too aggressive going after that ball, and because of it, Truesdell's on 2 attackmen.
Forsdale finding space down the far alley. And a whistle, and it'll be Syracuse possession. Not what St. Joe's was hoping for. Syracuse. Still Spallina at X, though. McEntee looking for an opening. Great ball movement. This is from the Orange. Ted Lawson joins the collection of goal scorers. It is now 14-2 Syracuse, and everyone's getting involved in the act.
How about Rawson? The freshman from the Lawrenceville school. Another one of those box Canadian type players. We saw him mainly on the man up in the opener. Now goes in some 6-on-6 and makes them pay. Excellent job there from Ted Rawson to score his first goal in Orange. Great ball movement and an excellent cut there. And Syracuse just flat out dominating in this one.
Quarter. They were held scoreless in the first.
We'll have time to even get a shot off here. Just got to probably throw it into the corner.
Now or never, and that shot clock did expire, so they didn't get that off in time, and Syracuse with the possession.
Honestly got a better look than I thought he might have, but yeah, 6 seconds left. You try and swing it all the way around, just not enough time.
Turnover starting to rack up for the Hawks at 10 now.
Championship, and now for him to coach his first game as the head man inside this dome, a venue that he's been to so many times, just very special, although obviously not how things have gone on the field the way that he would hoped.
There's a change in cage for Syracuse. Ippoliti is in, so that'll do it for Jimmy McCool today, and Ippoliti getting some valuable minutes.
He's a very, very talented player in goal. Ippoliti, a former 4-star, he played in 60
here behind cage. Gives it back to the more familiar side of Joey Spallina. Spallina again just having his way with Liam Quinn. And you hear an interference, so.
Please your attention, please. Starting the 4th period, in goal for the Orange is number 92.
That tournament, an 11-save performance helped Italy qualify for the International Lacrosse Championships as the Orange put another one on the board. A big moment for Ippoliti representing Italia, and he'll be playing in 2027 for his country.
Sean, thank you so much. Finn Thompson with another spectacular goal. He's got 2 really brilliant finishes today, and Syracuse takes advantage of the man-up opportunity.
AJ, I'm in awe. That made me put my hands on my head. The behind-the-back pass, the behind-the-back finish. I mean, they do something every single game that just makes you think, what was that? I mean, that is just flat out incredible. The double BTB, are you kidding me?
Jello winning the face-off, and he's going to go all the way and score. How about that? Syracuse putting on all the flashy plays now. 16-2, cruising past St. Joseph's.
And how about it for Drew Angelo? His first goal, the sophomore, his family right below us here in the booth. The second he put that in, you could see every single parent in the crowd turn around and look right at Angelo's family. Just an incredible job there to win the face-off, aggressively take it right down the middle, and a great bouncer. You love to see your Fogos go with the bounce. Yep, there's just that little cross-check to the
St.
back.
Joseph's penalty called on number 44, Matthew Akers. 1 minute for unnecessary roughness.
Lena, the man-up opportunity. The Hawks last year, they had the 6th best man-down defense in the country. That isn't showing today, but again, there's an asterisk when you go up against this attack of Syracuse. Good ball movement, and another goal for the Orange. Greg Elijah Brown finds the back of the net, and everyone is getting involved today for Syracuse. It's a 17-2 game.
He's the guy on the EMO, Greg Elijah Brown, a local kid, went to Onondaga Community College, I should say, just down the road. Now he's been here in Syracuse for a couple years as a part of this man-up unit. And he's another one of those box players with a lot of influence with the Haudenosaunee game as well. Just does an excellent job there with the little fake as he has some room, has some time, realizes it, gets the...
السلام عليكم ومرحبا.
McCarthy was looking to find the back of the net.
Trey Deer, who's missing the entire season. Owen O'Farrell, who's dealing with an injury here for a little bit at the start of the season. Now some of these guys like Jake Meyer getting real opportunities.
And you mentioned it, the real opportunities may not come the rest of the way with how challenging a schedule Gary Gait has assembled. Another flag is down, and Syracuse will go back on the man up. The Orange still on the man up. Michael Leo was able to walk off, and he seems to be okay. And there is Leo right there on the far side. Great ball movement again, and what a goal! Second of the day for Ted Rawson. The ball movement excellent there from the Orange, and they take advantage of another man-up opportunity.
Second of the day for the freshman, Ted Rawson. How about it? First one came in the 6-on-6. Now he takes advantage of the man-up opportunity, and he's just so clinical when he has the ball in his stick. One of those players that just seemingly does the right thing a lot of the time. Maybe went with the extra pass before, but now on the cut, just like his first goal on the cut, he's an excellent finisher. He goes bar down there against the goalie. It's just...
The Orange looking to pile on more.
Keep an eye on 40, Tucker Kellogg on the near side of your screen. First time he's played today. This shot can reach upwards of 115 miles an hour.
The offense works through him.
Scoring another goal. It's Charlie Crafson getting in on the act. Now it's just a matter of who hasn't scored for
Tate
the Orange
Jones
today.
The depth of this team is just incredible. I mean, Charlie Crafson could probably play on most teams around the country. This is a guy who's a junior. Because, yes, game 1 of the season.
And another goal. It's piling on for the Orange. McEntee with it. He's shown a lot of good signs today, and I think gets a deserved goal here.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this guy to show up, Matt McEntee. There it is, finally gets that first one. Great job there to go to his left and just sting it. I mean, the shot placement from Syracuse in this game has been spectacular. Great job there to go to the left, realizes he has room, and then on the run, even feeding away from the goal to get it in above the goalie.
Just cruises wide from St. Joe's. From Ika, who has shown signs at X. I think the connection with Ika and Dutton could be something for St. Joseph's to really build off of, as that won't count. It is a whistle, and it will be Syracuse ball.
Another moving screen. There's been a lot of those on St. Joe's. And yeah,
We're the player of the game for the Orange, but statistic-wise, Joey Spallina with 8 points, 4-4 day is pretty impressive.
Oh, without a doubt, and he goes from 9th to 7th all-time in career points. Just an excellent day for Joey Spallina. He was also very careful with the ball, only 1 turnover, and that came towards the end of a shot clock. Just an incredible one, and a game that Syracuse has a lot to be happy about. Still some things to work on. Face-offs have to be better, but there's a lot to be happy about from this one.
This dome crowd rises to their feet. Syracuse cruises past St. Joseph's with a 20.